So thank you once more for joining us today. I'm Christina. I am the regional manager for community in UiPath for the EMEA region. And in order to welcome you today and to start this chapter right, we have with us Alan Browne, who is our Senior Director for Marketing Operations in EMEA with UiPath. And I will let him do a short address and to welcome you.
Thanks, Christina. And thank you very much, everyone, for being here today. It's absolutely amazing. So as Christina said, my name is Alan Browne. I'm Senior Director of Marketing Operations here at UiPath. And I am based out of Dublin, out of Dublin, hoping for a Dublin office one day as we grow more and more within Ireland. But it's an absolute pleasure to witness the launch of the long-awaited Dublin Belfast UI community chapter. This chapter has been a dream for some time, and seeing it come to life feels nothing short of incredible. Ireland, with its rich heritage of innovation and collaboration, now has a dedicated space to bring together the brightest minds in automation, AI, and robotics, a home for ideas, connections, and transformation. At UiPath, we talk a lot about Act 2 of our journey, agentic automation. This is where automation becomes more than just a tool. It becomes an active, intelligent collaborator. It's a monumental opportunity, not just for businesses, but for individuals, empowering people to spend less time on repetitive tasks and more time innovating, solving problems, and creating impact. And here's where you, the community, come in. Communities like this one aren't just part of our story, they're the foundation of everything we do. You are the connectors, the innovators, the educators, and the champions of our vision. As we embark on this new era, the Dublin Belfast chapter will be pivotal in spreading knowledge, sharing experiences, and shaping the future of automation for Ireland and beyond. We in marketing couldn't be more excited to partner with this community, to amplify your voices, showcase your successes, and support your growth. Together, we'll bring the agentic automation story to life in ways that inspire not just this chapter, but the entire global UiPath community. So here's to the start of something extraordinary. Let's make this chapter a shining example of what a passionate, connected community can achieve. And thank you so much for being here today and for being a vital part of this journey.
Thank you, Alan. Thank you very much for addressing our community today. It's an honor to have you. And now I would like to introduce the one who will be the host and the local connection, the one who will actually build and grow this local community, our MVP and chapter leader, Srinivas Kalamati. He's also a senior tech lead with Prose Wagner, and he has a lot of history with us in community. He worked with us on many projects, some of the most recent being the AI Associate Developer Series, also contributing to the HyperHack. So Srinivas knows a lot about community and the projects that are running community, and I think he has a lot to give for the future of this particular community. So I will let him lead the session from now on, and please do not forget that he will be the local connection for this chapter, and you can find his profile at any time on the chapter page, and I will share his LinkedIn profile in the chat as well. Thank you very much for joining us. Srini?
Thank you, Christina, for introducing me. Let me share my screen. Are you able to see my screen?
Not yet. Let's see. Okay, now, yes. Yes. Okay. We're good.
Thank you, everyone, for joining this session. In the next few minutes, we will see the UiPath Autopilot capabilities and the key takeaways from the Forward event. We will see this. Myself, Srinivas, as Christina mentioned, I am a UiPath MVP from 2002 to 24. And I participated in HyperHack 2023, and our team got a second place in the HyperHack. I also got participated in AI at work hackathon as well, which is an in-person hackathon event and for 24 hours, I believe. Yeah, 24 hours event as well, and our team is a runner into that competition as well. So the agenda for this call is that we will go we will go and see like what is a UiPath Autopilot all about, and UiPath Autopilot for developers, uh, mainly on the Studio and UiPath Apps as well, and a small demo on UiPath Autopilot for Studio and the UiPath Apps as well, and we are talking about Agentic AI as well, and UiPath Autopilot for everyone. This is what the key takeaway from Forward event, and some Gen AI connectors and upcoming features as well. So back in the years, UiPath started a journey like like when I started a UiPath journey. It was like only three products, like a studio and studio orchestrator and a robot. But it's growing like it's adapting the market, and it's growing, adding the products according to the market lead. Yeah. So back in 2018, it was introduced with computer vision as a primary solution, and after that we come up with low-code apps, and later words it is like so stepping into like cloud platform. Also in 2021, the focus shifted to the smarter solutions like discovery, analytics, continuous testing, and handling complex tasks like document and communication processing as well. Fast forward to today, UiPath is leading with cutting edge technologies like generative AI, custom AI models, and generative Gen AI activities as well. So the latest innovation, UiPath pilot represents the full future of all, fully automated systems that can work with minimal human intervention itself. So what is Autopilot for Studio actually? Sorry, I think there was. Yeah, what is UiPath Studio Autopilot for Studio as well? Autopilot for Studio is focused on two key parameters of experiences. If the user know what actually to be automated, and you can describe in a natural language, so Autopilot can take those and convert those into like into a workflow, but workflow as well, um, and you can do with the apps as well, and also we can do with exception handling just by writing in your language only, natural language. Yeah. And we can have the summarized workflows as well. Usually, when we struck somewhere in the development, we usually go to Google search and search for that. But this is more than Google search now. It can understand your errors, and it will give the suggestions, contextual suggestions as well, and it will suggest the best practices as well. Yeah. So UiPath Autopilot has a capability of text to workflow. It will use your natural language instructions, which we call it as a prompts, to describe your structure of workflow. So based upon your prompt, Autopilot identifies relevant activities and add them into a logical sequence manner. It's just not to arrange a sequence of activities, but logically it will think and it will give you a preview what it is going to propose. If that is okay for you, then you can proceed with the actual workflow itself. If it is not, if something is missing inside the preview itself, you can rewrite your prompt. So hopefully everyone knows that everyone are using the chat GPT. Similar way, if we are writing it a prompt, chat GPT will give you some sort of words. Yeah. If there is a confusion, we will ask again so that it will continue correcting it. So the thing is here, like how correctly you give the prompt. Based upon that, it will give us output as expected. So UiPath Autopilot is similar to that. It leverages the LLM capabilities, and it is already trained on the UiPath documentation and the activities available in the UiPath Studio as well. So it can give you relevant suggestions and relevant workflow as well. UiPath Autopilot for text to expression. So as a developer, we know that expressions are very important for workflow building. If you can see this this expression builder in the apps studio, and we will see similar kind of in the studio web and studio apps as well. So if you are stuck with any expression, kind of like you don't know what expression we need to write, you just write it you just ask Autopilot to generate that, so that Autopilot can give you the correct expression, or it will give you the expression with more it will give you the request on your request. Yeah. So writing, let's suppose a junior developer, let's suppose he is very new, and he don't know anything about how to write an expression inside he can directly write as a prompt, and he can get the Autopilot can help on that to give you the expression itself. Yeah. And it also has the capability to it not only understand your intent to give the workflow and expressions. It also has UiPath has UiPath Apps as a product, so you can give the same prompt to the UiPath apps as well, so that based upon your prompt, it can design your forms, and it can generate your forms as well, and the entities corresponding to that. So we will see a slide demo, small demo on this, what we are. Let me open my. Yeah, so you all know that it is a Studio app web. So basically, when we click on this, here it will the first tab itself, it is saying like generate with autopilot. If we click on this, you need to write your prompt correctly. So once you, let's suppose, take a read the Excel file, Excel workbook. And fill the data rows. You all might have aware the RPA challenge, challenge website, right? So we need to like download this Excel file and we need to start and submitting this form. And every time, if you see here, the fields are changing accordingly. So that goes into HTTP request or HTTP rpachallenge.com. Yeah. Sorry, okay. Something is. And send some, I can say like and send confirmation. Let's generate this. So it will take a while. And this will preview my preview the actions, what is going, whether if we have, so it's a manual trigger and read Excel word workbook and store data in data table, navigate to and fill the form. Yeah, navigate to this website and fill the form. So I see it took very correct. So we can just preview this, and after that we can continue. Yeah. So there are like my connection already took. So it is already previously it is configured in my integration service. That's where it took already. But it understand that the read Excel workbook and has to be, this is the activity which we need to drag. So I just write my prompt. If you are not sure about your what activities I need to put, but it understand and has given the suggestion correctly. So all I need to do is that I just need to give the, because that will not know. If we correctly write, it will also ask for the where your Excel file is stored. That is already, it is not knowing this, and it also don't know the what range. So just we need to configure the whatever the template it is generated. We need to do some configuration here. And once it is done, yeah. So it can identify like which which website we need to, it's already opened. So it opened and it took the screenshot of the entire web page as well. Yeah. And also I need to submit the form by capturing, usually we will capture the fields one by one. Let's see if the autopilot can capture this. So if I click on generate, from my first screen. So if you see here, like it is generating some from the prompt. So UiPath recorder is already on. It will take some time to process. And it has clicked the, but let's rerun again for this, because this is not. Let's rewrite again. Send notification. I just only send notification. Just leave it at there, but automatically it understood that if you have any particular like a particular application to go on, like if it is a Slack or any other application you are looking for, let's say Teams, MS Teams. So it can also, whatever we mention, it will understand accordingly. It will suggest the recommendations as per the activities, suggest the activities, sorry. So if you see here, the send notification convert to the, it already took, and I am fine with this, so I can continue with this. Okay, here. Just we need to remap this, the exact sheets. So it understood like the range is from the sheet 1, and we need to select the. So it took correctly the screenshot and everything. So it is it is loading for the screen selection of the fields. Let's see if this grabs this time. Yes, so it took like the phone number and email address, first name with the current rows type into. I didn't say anything like I need to type here. So the intelligence worked. So we can directly save this. See already this is already captured. Everything is captured here. If you see here, if we edit this target, it is pointing the correct field where we have like it took the target and it has the field where it has to type, right? So like this, we can use the automation autopilot capability to scrap your existing screen, any screen or any uh, with the web UI also it is possible. And if you have any like desktop UI, for that we need to rely on the Studio desktop. Let me open my Studio desktop.
What if you had an AI companion that effortlessly handled your work alongside you? Introducing UiPath Autopilot for Everyone, your trusted work buddy that helps everyone from CEOs to interns automate their most tedious tasks. Meet Leah, a sales manager. She just read that a major customer is speaking at a conference in London, and it's a great opportunity to showcase her.
So, UiPath Studio, and let me create a process over here. Taking some time. Okay, so once you have this opened the main sequence, it will show you the generate with autopilot, but make sure that the version of UiPath is 2023 above, 2023.10 above. For me, it is a new latest version. That's where you will be able to see. If you are not able to see in your studio, that means you need to at least have the 2023 above to 0.10 above one. Then only you can see this type of prompts. You can write again, read the Excel file, we can say, and filter the silty column, let's suppose, as test, and output the filtered data table. Okay. Let's see what it generates. So if you see here, I missed the word as well, but still it can understand and generate the activities for us. And if you see here, this is what we read activity and filter data table activity. And there are some filters. And out to that, we have the output activity as well. Once you confirm, it will show us with the flow with the activities. Yep. So it has given me the template what it will, and if you see the configuration, we need to give the column with the some column name is missing here, and equal to it has to be the parameter. But before that, we need to provide the. Let's take a example. I have a demo. Uh, let's open this Excel file. I have some data here, like the city contains like test and US. So I just need to filter with test. That is what the logic is. So I will put this, and the sheet name is missing. So few parameters only we need to. This is very useful if anyone is not sure about like which activities to be used and which activities not to be, which activities to be used actually. At that time, it is very suggestible. Even though in Studio Web we have like templates, but those templates are like very fixed. But it is not like it will not create anything like you need to like if you have like a prompt inside like this, so you can generate the you can generate the activities or as per your requirement. Okay, the range is fine now. And if you see here, it auto creates the variables as well, DTIN And after that, if you want to see the extend this one, you can extend as well. Like if we want to see whether it is actually filtering or not, we can keep a message box over here and put the output as output text. Yeah. And here we are getting a issue, but we will see with the autopilot prompt what is the issue we are getting. From here we understand that but it can also understand like the activity is not there, like there is a missing column of this one, right? So we will write this as a city and equals this is equal, and we will close this here. If we debug, we will see the output result because I placed the message box here. So it should give me the filtered output. This is what it is showing. So it filtered for the city. It only for the test city. Yeah. Okay. And let's suppose I want a expression which I don't know actually. Like I need to search in Google or somewhere. So create let's say I will create a date variable. I want to, inside this one, I want to, inside the message box itself, I want to write an expression where it has to display, write an expression to get date from the variable where date one. We generate this, it will build the expression as well. So it will autocorrect as well. Like let's suppose I have put two string of I don't know the expression. Okay. So it has the error. So automatically there is a fix button is also enabled. So if you click on that, it automatically correct your solution. So it will be a companion for you, like it will be a we can suggest and can fix the expressions for you. And these are the capabilities from the studio point of view. When we go to apps, let's see the capabilities of the apps. Okay. We'll get to apps. Here, if you see here, it is asking for a prompt. Let's suppose let's create a app for create an app for customer onboarding. Just send it. So background there is a if you see the in the background there it is building the required fields and um, it already built you the custom app with the functionalities. You can preview this and you can start for this. I'm sure like there is like 10 to 20 minutes of effort required, but that will be a saving with this autopilot. And it can it understood like what actions can be written here. That is also in the event we can see the rules. If you want to create a rule, you can do that as well. And by writing a prompt also, we can leverage this. And also, let's suppose I have a requirement. Someone has sent me a image saying like I need the app similar to this kind of template. Okay, it's an image. Let me show it. It's an image. So I need an app similar kind of thing. So let's give the same to the autopilot. Okay, no problem. Let me try once again. So we will see here. Just use a image what you got, and it will start generating the layout, which will take some time. it generated as per the image. If you have seen this image, I can let me open that image for you. So it has created as per the image what we have, and it can read and the image and give you that template ready, as well as it can create the contacts entities also. If you see here, the entities are ready, and this is a production ready app now with a few prompts itself, or uploading your like you can preview now. We can fill the comment. You can submit this. And it is already, this is already into the, so if you see here already that this is working with the few of just uploading your image. As per the image, it can create the app, and also the entities required. So it's very quick and very fast as well. Yeah. So this way we can see another image if you guys like. Let's say this client onboarding. So it has generated the pages, generating the pages and controls. And generating the entities and rules as well. Completed the app with the entities. Yeah. So going back to the presentation. So in forward, we have the previously we saw the autopilot for UiPath Studio and apps, but UiPath autopilot for everyone as well, because this previously this is for only to
What if you had an AI
developers.
companion that effortlessly handled your work?
Are you able to hear with the audio? Anyone please confirm?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Introducing UiPath Autopilot for everyone, your trusty work buddy that helps everyone from CEOs to interns automate their most tedious tasks. Meet Leah, a sales manager. She just read that a major customer is speaking at a conference in London, and it's a great opportunity to showcase her company's products. She asks Autopilot to help plan a trip. Leah can chat with Autopilot directly within UiPath Assistant or even popular collaboration applications like Microsoft Teams. Knowing the latest company travel rules is always a drag. But through context grounding, Autopilot already has access to company travel compliance information, making the process a breeze. Autopilot starts organizing the trip according to company guidelines and notifies Leah that she needs manager approval for trips within 2 weeks. Leah uploads her passport and Autopilot uses document understanding to extract relevant information. At Leah's request, Autopilot enters these details into Concur using UiPath AI automation. Autopilot knows she needs a business visa and helps create a ServiceNow ticket for her, attaching an employment verification letter from the HR system. Then, Autopilot uses a UiPath automation to set out of the office messages in Outlook and Slack, making sure Leah is covered on all fronts. Lastly, Leah asks Autopilot to help prepare for the meeting. Autopilot dives into Salesforce and SAP to gather info. There's a lengthy table she wants to paste into some Salesforce fields, which would normally be a tedious step-by-step task. But with Clipboard AI, a piece of Autopilot that's like copy-paste on steroids, she copies everything she needs into a clean table. Boom! Leah's personalized email to the customer is ready for liftoff. And just like that, Leah is all set for her trip. Autopilot understands your work context across different apps and systems and lets you easily get guidance and automate tasks like finding new sales leads, onboarding new hires, or preparing for a customer meeting. Unlock productivity at work with UiPath Autopilot.
So this is one of the key announcement that happened in the Forward 6 event. So Autopilot for everyone is a AI-powered assistant designed for enhancing your workplace productivity by automating the routine tasks. It seamlessly integrate with your systems and provide contextual guidance. Also, the key features are like generative AI, where it can create, analyze your data and generate the insights from the daily work, daily tasks. And also contextual understanding you can ask your questions as well to Autopilot everyone. But by default, the tenant is disabled, and there are some prerequisites to follow. If you see here, the robot need to be installed. The assistant need to be installed in a user mode. Sorry. In a user mode, let me open my assistant. So if you see here, it will show you like this in my assistant, because I didn't enable the I didn't do a few of the steps what is required. That's why you are not able to see the prompt here. How so we need to enable that in my orchestrator. I can go through like a minimum UiPath UiPath Studio version requirement is 2024.10.5 to see this Autopilot for everyone. Yeah. And also you need to be a enterprise or pro trial version licensed. Yeah. It's not like currently it is not rolled out to community edition. So you need to have at least the enterprise or pro trial license for this. And personal workspace note, I can show you one by one how we can enable this. we need to go to admin, and after that, we need to go to AI Trust Layer and automation anywhere, any autopilot for everyone will be there. And you need to select the tenant and make sure that you are using the automation cloud, and the assistant and the robot need to be 24/10, and document understanding service has to be enabled. If you go to my services, it, services, here the document understanding service is enabled. So once you satisfy with the requirements, you will see the in the automation autopilot for everyone, you will see the install button. So once you click, the installation is happening. Yeah, it's completed now. Now I can sign out and re-sign in. Okay. So by following these steps, we can able to connect to, but make sure that your robot is in the user mode. That is what that is what the main requirement, and it should be like once you have followed all these things, we will be able to see the from the assistant. Once it will ask you for the prompt, and from there we can ask the questions. You can upload the invoices if you want invoices, and you can ask the questions about the invoices as well. And a few upcoming features. One of the few upcoming feature is that automation healing, which UiPath can understand the one of the major issues right now in the product in the maintenance is that like we have like very much like we have very much problem with the selectors, right? So autopilot can now understand and auto heal these selectors as well.
Autopilot for robots includes automation healing, ensuring your automations remain with Autopilot for robots includes automation healing, ensuring your automations remain resilient and adaptable despite unforeseen application changes. A global engineering company uses the UiPath platform employee onboarding. This UI-based automation involves multiple applications like Workday, Google, and Coupa, and is used to create, assert requisitions, and assess requests. The process ran successfully for months, but then started failing. As an admin, you receive a notification whenever something goes wrong. In this case, it shows UI changes that caused issues. Despite this, with Autopilot, the automation still completed successfully. Let's see what went wrong. In Orchestrator, there is a new Autopilot panel allowing you to quickly understand what happened and how the problem was repaired. A recording from the automation execution shows the application UI changed, and the selector identifying the search field was not found. Autopilot automatically found a new selector, and the automation continued successfully. Autopilot also closed an unexpected pop-up window, allowing the automation to continue uninterrupted. With both issues, Autopilot collected information from the application interfaces, intelligently analyzed it, and knows the right fixes. These insights are easily shared with the automation developer who will fix the problems. Let's see that in action. As a developer, you can see all collected information in Studio. Autopilot offers essential insights to fix the issue without the need to troubleshoot or debug further. You can see where problems occurred and understand how they affected the automation. For the selector issue, you accept the Autopilot recommendation for the updated selector and the activity is fixed. For the unexpected pop-up window, you review and accept the Autopilot code snippet recommendation. There are many other use cases where Autopilot can help in both UI-based and API-based scenarios. In a world where applications constantly evolve and unpredictable UI changes occur, Autopilot helps you successfully drive your automation program, reducing troubleshooting and automation downtime.
So not only suggesting it can also have heal the selectors as well for us. So with this, any other questions here?
Srini?
Yeah.
Maybe we can, I see there is a question in the chat. I don't know whether it was answered already. The one about Autopilot being capable of writing complex inquiry.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly, Pratik. It can helpful for you for complex link query. It can already have the capability. If you see right, you can open an expression here. Are you able to see my screen?
Not yet.
Okay. So we can it can write the complex expression as well. It's not an issue, and it can give the suggestion for you. Assistant is broken, I think.
Meanwhile, maybe the others can think whether there are any questions left, especially on the healing agent part they just viewed now. Last.
Sorry.
I said, meanwhile, maybe our attendees can think if there are any other questions, especially on the last part that was just presenting now on the healing capabilities.
It's upcoming capability. I can say like it is going to rolled out in somewhere Q2 of 2025. So right now we have the video preview.
Can we maybe copy and paste that link on the video preview in the chat so our attendees have it as a resource after this session?
Yeah, sure. I will do.
Thank you. Yeah, and let us know all the others whether you have any other questions. You can also not necessarily unmute yourselves, but you can also ask them in the chat if you don't want to take over the microphone and unmute. And if there are no questions regarding today's session, although I'm sure there are, you can let us know what you would like to see in the future sessions on the Belfast and Dublin chapter, and also whether any of you would be interested to also come up as a presenter and co-host or host future events on the Belfast and Dublin chapter. If you want that, you can just propose a theme to us and we can help and support you to make the session happen. So I will also leave my contact in the chat. You also have our LinkedIn contacts, mine and Srini's LinkedIn profiles. You have them, so you can contact us on LinkedIn anytime. So let us know of any recommendations you want, and we're really interested in what you would like to see next, because this chapter is to support our local community.
So any other questions from anyone?
Okay, now we have Srini's email as well in the chat. So please save the 2 email addresses, whether you want to contact us about what you would like to see next on the Belfast and Dublin chapter, or whether you would have a theme to propose to us and you would like to be a speaker and join Srini. He's here also to cater to all of you, and we will support you again in making it happen. So, okay, we have a question I see. Is any session on agentic automation? Very soon, Harshit, we will have a lot of sessions on agentic automation. First will probably be on the healing agent, which will be very soon in preview, and you just saw the video. I will also let Srini tell you about agentic automation, but definitely next year will be full only on agentic automation. So we will have a lot of sessions on that.
Yeah, so we are waiting for a few of like the one you see like the healing agent. So similarly, we have the agent builder to be coming. That is in also yet to come. So once we have that available, at least at into the preview, so that we can arrange the session around that again. But right now.
One question, Srinivas.
So, sorry?
The healing agent which you are talking about, is it capable, like if we don't have the extensions, like Chrome extension is not installed and we, by mistake, we executed the bot. So is it capable to install the extension and start working on it?
That's where we need to wait for the agent builder. That is what we are looking at. And yeah, for the selector also, it has to be it has to be, the extension has to be enabled for sure. Then only it can understand the selectors, right?
Yeah, that's completely fine for the selectors, but does it installed automatically or somebody need to install first?
First of all, it need to be installed, and later it can suggest on us recommended. It will give the recommendations.
Got it. Thank you.
Yep. Okay. Any other questions?
I'm just sharing some useful links in the chat now of the resources I can find. But yes, it is pretty important. Once the products will be in public preview and they will be released, for sure we can have like in-depth session on the agents. It will not be long now, but you can have a good preview with the links I shared now, and also with everything that Srini presented today. So I hope these are useful for all of you who are looking forward to agentic automation. We are also looking forward to it, and we're preparing very carefully for this launch of the agents. And yeah, next session, so for sure we'll have more details and you'll be able to see much more practical side of these agents. If you have any other last thoughts or questions for us, this is the moment to open up your mics, and we thank you all for being here. Thank you, Harshit. Thank you, Rashika. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Srini.
Thank you. Wonderful having all of you today with us, and looking forward to our next meetup. Thank you very much, Srini.
Thank you. Thanks, Srini. Bye.
Bye.